Hi, good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all of you are very safe and healthy. Okay, and welcome to my channel. And the topic of this video is we will be creating a virtual machine EC2 instance on AWS environment. Okay, and this will be a Windows machine itself. Okay, so we are going to create a Windows machine on AWS environment, and we will log into the machine itself through the RDP remote desktop, and we will configure the IIS web server also. Okay, so this is the a practical demonstration of creating a virtual machine on AWS instance. Okay, so I would explain in Hindi also. इस वीडियो में हम लोग AWS क्लाउड पे एक वर्चुअल मशीन विंडोज वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट करने जा रहे हैं. ओके, और उस पे आफ्टर क्रिएटिंग द मशीन हम लोग उसको RDP रिमोट डेस्कटॉप क्लाइंट से कनेक्ट करेंगे और हम लोग उस पे IIS वेब सर्वर भी कॉन्फ़िगर करेंगे एंड वी कैन ब्राउज द डिफॉल्ट लोकल होस्ट पेज भी ऑन द ब्राउजर इटसेल्फ. ओके, सो आज के वीडियो का ये दिस इज द एजेंडा फॉर टुडेज वीडियो. ओके, सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. फॉर क्रिएटिंग अ वर्चुअल मशीन, व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, विल मूव ऑन AWS कंसोल. हम लोग AWS मैनेजमेंट कंसोल पे लॉगिन करेंगे एंड वी विल फाइंड अ सर्विस like EC2 instance. So EC2 instance is the service which helps us to create a virtual machine. जहां हम EC2 इंस्टेंस की मदद से एक वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट कर सकते हैं किसी भी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बेस्ड वर्चुअल मशीन. लाइक you want to create the VM in for Windows machine itself or Linux or Mac or any other OS. Okay, so all that options are available in EC2 itself. Okay, so let me create this. I'll go on the EC2 instance. So this is the EC2 dashboard. Okay, here you can see how many EC2 instances are running, how many dedicated hosts are running. Okay, in my previous video, we have discussed about how many types of EC2 instances are there. Okay, and so this is one of the dedicated host. That is the one type. Okay, so currently there is no instance running in my console. Okay, and we are going to create a fresh EC2 instance. Okay, अभी कंसोल पे कोई भी वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट किया हुआ नहीं है और हम एक नया ब्रांड न्यू वर्चुअल मशीन विंडोज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के साथ हम लोग क्रिएट करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो विल गो ऑन द इंस्टेंस हियर. हम यहाँ रनिंग इंस्टेंसेस पे भी क्लिक करके लॉन्च इंस्टेंस कर सकते हैं और फ्रॉम दिस स्क्रीन आल्सो यू कैन क्लिक दिस बटन लॉन्च इंस्टेंस. ओके, सो लेट अस क्रिएट अ लॉन्च इंस्टेंस itself. ओके, वर्चुअल मशीन जो हम क्रिएट करने जा रहे हैं उसका एक नाम हम लोग दे सकते हैं as per our preference. Okay, and let me give the name my this is the name of our virtual machine that we are going to create. Okay, that is my Windows virtual machine. Okay, and after giving the name we can select the OS. Okay, what operating system we require. Okay, so it has options like Amazon Linux, okay, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Microsoft, Red Hat, Linux, again the different version, and Debian also, and there are many more. Okay, so and so we'll select here. There are some more options like browse more AMI. Okay, so Amazon machine images is another option. There are various other vendors who have created this kind of machine. Okay, and they have created the image of their type itself. Okay, and they have uploaded the image also. The AMI, that is called the AMI image. Okay, so AMI image is a kind of template. Okay, where some certain kind of machines are already configured in terms of template. Okay, and using those template also we can create the machine quickly. Okay, so we will discuss about the AMI Amazon machine images later on in the later videos. Okay, that is the not part of scope of this video. Currently we are going to select माइक्रोसॉफ्ट विंडोज मशीन हम लोग बनाने जा रहे हैं. सो आई विल सेलेक्ट विंडोज इटसेल्फ. Okay, and here are the options, different variations for Windows machine itself. Microsoft Windows Server 2025 base, Microsoft Windows Server 2025 core base. Okay, different options are there. It all are the root EBS. Okay, so the hard disk will be the EBS, elastic block storage. Okay, and 2022, 2029 Windows Server. These are the different versions of the Windows machine itself. There are options for this one, like we can provision Windows Server and MS SQL Server Enterprise Edition will also be installed there inbuilt with this version. Okay. So, and there again, Windows Server with SQL Server 2022 web interface, version itself. Then Windows Server 2029 with SQL Server 2022 standard version. Okay. So, yeah, there are various operations. So these are the combinations of Windows Server with SQL, different version, web standard enterprise. Okay, and there are various other versions also, okay, of the Windows Server. So and we will select some free tier. So all these are free tier itself. Okay, so we will select the first one, or anyone we can select. Okay, let us select this one, the first one itself, free tier eligible. Okay, so yeah, it will be a machine like 64-bit architecture. Okay, and primary username is the root itself, and it is the type of the machine that we are going to create. It is T3 micro. Okay, and within this as instance type also we have various options: T3 nano, T3 micro. Okay, then further C5D 9x large, CNX large, the various options we have. Okay, these options are incrementally in terms of the capacity of the machine that we are going to create. Okay, so if we will see here in the T2 T3 micro. Okay, we will getting 2 virtual CPU, 1 gig of memory. Okay, current generation. Okay, on demand Ubuntu Pro based pricing. This is the pricing factor. Okay, so yeah, basically this is 1 GB RAM. Okay, so you can view the comparison also of different versions. Okay, these are the comparison, like T2 nano, T2 macro. Okay, there will be within T2 macro you will be getting 1 virtual CPU. These three architectures are available. Okay, memory will be 1 gigabyte of memory. Okay, and network performance, it is moderate performance you will get. T2 is small further there. Okay, but here we will get two gigabyte of RAM memory itself. Okay, then after T2 medium, where 2 virtual CPU and 4 GB RAM, and there are various other combinations also. Like, okay, so it is flexible to select this instance type as per the requirement. Okay, so we will go by the default one, T3 micro itself. Okay, but T3 micro, the RAM is very less. Let me select this one. Okay, T3 medium. We are selecting. We will get 4 GB of memory. Okay, and yeah. So this is key pair login. Like after creating a virtual machine. Okay, in order to log into the virtual machine through the remote desktop client, we need to create a key pair. Okay, so let me create this a fresh key pair, or we can use the existing key pair also. So let me create a new one for us. We are creating RC key. Okay, so let me give the name of this key pair itself. My virtual machine key pair. Okay, and create it. This key will be downloaded here. My virtual machine key pair. Okay, and we need to save this in some secure location. Okay. So later on, whenever you need to connect the machine to the remote desktop, we would need this key itself. Okay. So let me copy it. Okay. And I'm saving here somewhere. Okay. Let me create a folder. Okay. Okay. So in the D drive in this location, I have saved my key. Okay. And let us move forward. A security group that will be create new security group. Okay, so for any virtual machine, okay, in order to allow the traffic, different kind of traffic, IP and the port number, a different kind of inbound outbound rule, the traffic, we need to create a security group itself. Within the security group, we can specify whether the RDP access will be allowed in this machine or not, whether the HTTP access or the HTTP access will be there on this machine or not. So we can specify all this. Okay, so we will select this: allow HTTP traffic from internet, allow HTTPS traffic on the internet. Okay, secure traffic on port 80, port 443 itself, that is HTTPS, and port 80, that is HTTP traffic. So selecting these two checkboxes, it will automatically add those two ports. Okay, open on this security group itself that is being created, and the access will be from anywhere. Okay, we should be very careful that. Uh, we should specify the particular IP or IP range, okay, from where we want this machine to be accessible. Okay, so all those stuffs we can specify in the security group itself. But currently, for the demonstration purpose, I'm selecting it from anywhere. Okay, so this machine and the HTTP and HTTPS access will be accessible from any location itself. Okay, so let me select this one. This is the configuration. Like in this version of Windows machine, we are getting 30 GB of storage. Okay, and 300 input output operation per second on this EBS itself. That is we are going to have on this virtual machine itself. Okay, that's it. We are good. Okay, we are good to go. So let's launch the instance. Okay, instance is being launched and successfully initiated launch of instance. Okay, so let's click on this. We can view the instance what you have created in a console where, okay, in the instances. So you can also find your instances from this place itself, all services. If you'll go on EC2, again, from EC2 dashboard, you can see one instance is running here. I'll go inside. I can see the my instance is running here. Okay. T2 medium we had selected and it is currently initializing. Okay. So how can we know that the machine is completely up and running? So here the current status is initializing. Okay. So machine is still being configured. Here you will get 2x2 check completed. Okay, so that status we will get here, 2x2 check completed. And after that, we would be able to log into the machine and to the remote desktop, and we'll see what other things are available there. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds. And by that time, it is completely initializing. Okay, I'll explain few more important things about this instance itself. Let me give it a name itself. Okay, demo virtual machine. Okay. So this machine is being created. Let us review some. Okay, when you will click on this instance, at the bottom, show more information about this instance is available here. This is the instance ID. Okay, this is the public IP of this machine. Okay, and this machine can be accessible on this public IP itself. Okay, so this public IP or the has been assigned to this machine itself. Okay, this is the private IP. Okay, in AWS network, what is the IP of this machine itself? Okay, so that is 172.31.36 and 28. Okay, so any virtual machine is created in a virtual network that is called VPC, virtual private network. Okay, so by default, a virtual when we create an AWS account, okay, we will get a default VPC, default virtual network. Okay, and that network has the public subnet or a private subnet also we can create. Okay, and within that default VPC itself, our default instances will be launched. Okay, so that VPC is like of network, like a network. Then similar kind of network that we see in our company or organization premises. In the same manner, there are the virtual network in AWS environment. Within that virtual network, this machine is created, and from that network, this private IP is been assigned to this machine. Okay, and this is the private IP that is in their network itself, and after that, a public IP or public access has been assigned. Okay, and there is no elastic IP, no static IP is assigned to this machine itself. It means this IP, whenever we are going to reboot this machine or restarting this machine, okay, or if we shut down the machine and we will start the machine again, this public IP will be changed. Okay, so this public IP is will be varying. Okay, depending upon the reboot or shutdown or restart activity of the machine itself. Okay, so it is not static. There are scenarios like where we would need the static IP, okay, which is not going to change across various restart or shutdown activities. Okay, so that is called the elastic IP. Okay, so we can also opt to get an elastic IP from this. We can assign the elastic IP to this machine itself on need basis, but that is going to be charged as additional. Okay, AWS will going to charge additionally for that elastic IP. Okay, so that is also we are not doing as of now. That is not the scope of this video. We will good with this public IP itself, which is variant itself. And this is a private DNS host name. Okay, this is the host name, internal host name, and the network type is IPv4 network. The instance type is T3 medium itself. Okay, and this is auto assigned IP address. Yes, IP address is automatically being assigned. Okay, and as I mentioned, like whenever we restart or reboot this machine, this IP will change automatically. Okay, and there are various other attribute and properties are there. Okay. Key pair, associated key pair with this machine is this virtual key my virtual machine key pair that I created and associated with this machine. So we can connect with the help of this key pair to this machine itself. Okay, so yes, 3x3 check passed. Okay, yeah, it's there one more add-on activity stage they have added. Like previously, it was describing 2x2 check pass, but now it is saying 3x3 check pass itself. Okay, so once you get this message, we can be sure that our machine is completely ready to connect. Okay, there are various other tabs also, that status and alarms, monitoring, security. Security, within the security, we can see the security group that is created. Within the security group, we can see these 3 ports we have allowed. Okay, we have activated that HTTP port, RDP for the remote desktop connection, and HTTPS port we already have allowed here. Okay. Okay, so this is about the security group, and these are the ports and the source. That from any location we can access the machine through this port itself. So that is all about security group. Okay. So let us connect this machine because the machine is already ready. Okay, let's go on the instance itself and click on connect. Okay, we can see we have 3 options. Session manager, also to the session manager we can also connect, but it is not enabled also. SSM agent need to be activated, and we will connect through RDP manager itself. Okay, so remote desktop client, we will download the remote desktop client. Okay, So this RDP client is downloaded here at my machine. Okay, and this is the username, but we need to get the password also. So in order to get the password, what we will see, we will click here, get password, and it will ask us to upload the secret key. Okay, the key pair what we have downloaded and created. So we'll upload that, and I think I had saved this in. Yeah, Windows, my virtual Windows machine key pair. Okay, I'll select this. Okay, and let us create decrypt password. So this is the password. Okay, and after getting this password, okay, and RDP client we already have downloaded here. We'll click on this remote desktop client, click on connect, put the password here. Okay, and click on connect. Okay, so yes, we are connecting the machine through the remote desktop client itself. It is configuring as of now. Will take few seconds. Because first time we are connecting this machine, so it may take few more minutes to configure it properly. At first connection, first login here. Okay, so this is the machine. This is the virtual machine that is created in my AWS environment. Okay, we can verify the machine itself. We have 30 GB of storage. Okay, disk space. Okay, and we can see the system property, system configuration itself. This is 4 GB RAM it has. Okay, and this is the device name. And this is the operating system, Windows Server 2025 data center. Okay, and this is 24H2 version installed on this the today's date. Okay, and OS build number is this Windows Feature Experience, this one. Okay, and let me show you one more thing whether in this machine IIS has been installed or not. So IIS is not installed here. In order to create this machine as a web server, we need to install the IIS also. Okay, so let us search for turn Windows feature on off. We can go on this option. Okay, and on this server manager, from this manager screen, we can go and add roles and features. Okay, so it is collecting some data itself. It will take few more minutes to get the wizard available. Let's wait for a few minutes. Yeah, by the time we can go this from this place also, add roles and features. Okay, click continue. We will select role based or feature based installation. Select next, and the same server. This is the server itself that we have created, the server name itself. Click next. It will still doing some configuration, setting up the machine. Okay, so that's why it is taking time. So what we have done, we have allowed the port. Okay, the HTTP and HTTPS port we have allowed from this machine. Okay, but we have not configured the web server on this machine itself. Okay, so now we are doing this, configuring this web server on this machine itself. Okay, so yeah, let me cancel this. This one. Open the twice. So from this select server roles, we have to select IIS. It will be there somewhere in this. Okay, web server IIS. Okay, we have to select this feature. IIS module, add feature. Okay, next, and let it be default on default, all default options selected. Okay, click next, next. Okay, I'll keep all the options as default. Next, click install. Okay, so again, it will take few more minutes to complete this installations. Once this installation will be completed, okay, we will be able to browse the localhost web page on this machine itself on the default IP. Okay, and this machine must the web server will be enabled. The IIS Internet Information Web Server will be enabled on this machine itself after this completion. Okay, let's wait for a few more minutes to complete this installation. Then we will see that part also. Guys, one important point I need to tell you, like you should be very careful about the resources you are going to provision on AWS environment. Okay, if it is not necessary, okay, or if you are creating it for demonstration purpose or just tracing purpose, okay, make sure you decommission or deprovision or terminate it or stop it. Okay, after your practices or after your uh, development and testing itself. Okay, if by mistake you keep it open, okay, it will be completely chargeable for you. Okay, so we should be very careful about that. Okay, so installation succeeded. Now let me close this, and now we can see on this machine itself. When you go into the C drive itself, you can see this init pub folder is created, and within this this www folder is there, and default IIS start page is here itself. Okay, so this is the default web page that is created automatically, and we can find this IIS here, Internet Information Server. And we can see a default website here. Okay, and we can browse this website, the default page itself on the local browser. Okay, so start without your data. We don't have to sync as of now. Let me continue. Continue and confirm. No, I don't want that. Continue without this data. Continue and start browser. Yes, so this is the default web page on port 80. And yes, so in this demonstration, we have seen that we have created a Windows Server machine. Okay, on this on AWS environment itself. Okay, we connected the machine through the remote desktop client. Okay, and after that we have created this machine as a web server. We have installed the IIS web server on this machine. Okay, and we are able to see the default web page. Okay, that is available on this machine itself. Okay, we can see this web page outside of this virtual machine itself. Okay, from our local machine also. So for that, what we have to do, we have to select this IP address, the public IP address of this machine. Okay, and we can hit here on the browser. Okay, yes. So through the public IP address of the virtual machine itself, which is created, you can browse the default web page of the machine itself on your browser itself, on your local machine. Okay. Yeah, so that was it about, that was the agenda and demonstration of this video. Okay, I hope you like this video, this practical demonstration, guys. And if you find this video informative, okay, I would request please like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you will get the automatic notification for all the upcoming videos, such interesting videos from my channel. Okay, and yes, for more interesting videos, let's keep connected. Stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for now.